We live. We live right now. Today is January 8th, 2025. And we're doing pretty good right now. I hope that you're doing pretty good right now. And I don't know why I was nervous, but today's topic is about New Year's resolutions. Not so much of your personal resolution, but if we're going to have resolutions for everything, let's talk about our coffee resolutions. Mine, in particular, is about finding clarity, not just for myself, but probably even a bigger shoes to fill is for you too. Recently, I just got a new grinder, learning how to brew coffee again after a really spectacular end of the year of me understanding coffee even more so. And now with this new grinder, it's like I'm at square one again. I mean, I know it's just a grinder, but it doesn't work, just go even finer. But I think it's a little bit more than that sometimes as we go through this whole journey together independently or whatnot. It's one of those things to where we get better with time and age, as I talked about previously before. But I think one of the things when I'm thinking about the whole clarity thing is like, really, what does that mean? What does clarity mean to me? What does clarity mean to you? And how can we get on the same page? And how can we get on the same page of that spectrum? Because as simple as clarity may be, I think it's a little bit more complex to what we are really trying to get at. My understanding is that clarity can be very expensive, meaning that you have to try to chase these small little incremental improvements in understanding your coffee even more so in order to get somewhat a clear picture of what you're tasting. But one of the things that I realized too is that it's not just about the coffee. It's about your palate. It's the way you go about living your life. It's about your experiences. So we're going to go through this whole building the plane as we go into full spectrum, meaning that we don't know really where this is going to go. We don't know the journeys, the discoveries that we may find. And I'll tell you right now that it's going to be more than just tasting coffee, buying gear, changing the water. We have to change our mindset. We have to understand even more so of what clarity truly really is. And as we go down this rabbit hole of discovery and journey and understanding and excitement and trial and error and all the things that happens when you're on a journey, those are some of the things that is going to be quite interesting, quite telling, and something that I'm actually looking forward to. Like I said, I may get another journal, just a journal about clarity a little bit more. But one of the things I know that we're going to have to do together is that we're going to have to challenge our taste buds. We're going to have to get more specific with the things that we're trying to understand about when we taste things. Because a lot of times when we taste things and when we try to reference it back to coffee, it's truly really about food. How well do we understand the flavors, the intensities, the layers of everything that we're trying to do and all this stuff as we get deeper into this craft of tasting. So we're going to taste things off season, in season, different vegetables, raw vegetables, cooked, semi-cooked. We're going to even grill some fruit. We're going to see if we can taste things that we didn't know that they were. We may even get some instruments to get us there a lot faster. But not just a lot faster, but just give us a reason to understand what we're truly really doing. And And again, I don't know really where this is going to go. And there's no real blueprint to this. But I know that I want to be able to truly, really identify the taste that I'm tasting in coffee. And as I do this, and as we do this, I think we're going to learn even more so about the things that we like to do, the things that we don't like, things that we may think that we like that turn out to be something that we don't care about. Those are some of the things that I'm looking forward to this whole thing. And like I said, we're building the plane as we go. So I don't know really where to start. I guess I've already started with this grinder, playing around with water, playing around with temperature, understanding the degrees of sweetness, what that truly means at different temperatures and different techniques. Also, how grind size plays a role in the makeup of the coffee that we're actually drinking. Those are some of the things that initially, that's what we're going to be doing. But clarity is this tricky little bitch that I think that is so elusive because we don't stay on it as long as we should. So that's clarity. I could look it up right now, but it doesn't matter. Clarity to me means that it's a form of understanding. It's a place to where you are getting to the point of wonder, of truly, really understanding, really. That's really what it is. It's about understanding what you're doing, your senses, your ability to decipher exactly what you're drinking at that present time and moment, and tasting things that you didn't think that was possible in coffee. That's really my thing. And yes, I will more than likely buy different burr sets for my new grinder eventually. Still play around with the hand grinder. Probably upgrade my burr sets because it actually needs upgrading for the EK43. Play around with the Baratza Virtuoso because I believe that it's not just in gear, it's also what we have. And the Virtuoso is a really good indicator of that, meaning that if you don't have the tools or the means to just buy something outright, what can you do with the present things that you have in order to understand coffee even more so? Because that's really where we're at. I think that's going to be the biggest indicator as we try to understand clarity, but it may help us out in our lives in the way we do things. Think about it. If we truly, really understand what clarity is, then that means that we can get clearer on the things that we're trying to do in our lives, things that we were not so much true to form about, but now that we're doing this thing, now we can understand clarity even more so. The tools, the tricks, the discoveries that we're learning can apply to anything that we're trying to do. And I know I sound like a hokey kind of crazy person, but that's fine. The point really is that we're going deeper into this rabbit hole of clarity in coffee. Not just specialty coffee, we're just saying coffee in general. I'm looking forward to trying old coffees again. Coffees that are in stores, roasted different ways, kind of push myself in my roasting abilities. But my biggest thing really right now is all about brewing and understanding coffee that way. And as we do that, we're going to be eating, tasting so many different things to see if that's just something that we're tasting in our coffee. And I truly, really want to understand if we change a couple variables here and there as we're brewing coffee, can we really taste the nuances of what we're doing? Those are some of the things that I'm looking forward to. I want to test more about extractions, how it affects the flavors. I want to test different methods that people are talking about, even methods that I've come up with, even methods that you probably give me. Those are some of the things that I'm looking forward to when we're talking about clarity, because clarity is understanding. It's truly getting to the point of deciphering, identifying the taste and how you taste it and the way it comes off the tongue and the layeredness and all that stuff comes together. We're going to even talk about complexity again. Those are some of the things that I'm looking forward to. And if you're on that trail or that journey with me, we're going to try that this year. Let's see what we can find out about it. Okay? I will do crazy, wacky experiments too. That's part of it too, because we don't know really where clarity truly really is. Sometimes I think that bastard is hiding underneath a rock somewhere that I can't really find. Every time I try to go there, he's hiding again. So that thing is elusive. But as we stay down the course of truly, really understanding what we're trying to do, we're going to get there. So that's my coffee resolution of 2025. So with that being said, I think the first thing that I'm going to try to understand even more so right now is light roast. What does light roast really mean? What does that mean in the grand scheme of things? Why do so many people love light roast? What's the thing that they like about it? To me, there's barely any sweetness on it. There's things that are underdeveloped in the coffees, but we're going to go down this rabbit hole of truly, really understanding what we are tasting. What's the clarity that we get out of light roast? So, with that being said, I hope that you're on this journey with me or not. If you're not, that's totally fine. What is your coffee resolution? What are some of the things that you are looking to explore about coffee that you haven't explored before? Things that you have explored, but you're trying to go deeper into the understanding of it all. What is it? Let's talk about it. Talk to you later. Bye.